Hi, my name is Henk, welcome to my channel and welcome to the second episode of me revealing my massive collection. I told it several times, I have a huge knife collection and really many hundreds, and it was asked me several times to reveal my collection, but I never felt to do this because there are so many and I'm not so very well organized, so I have knives all over the place, in boxes, in drawers, in bags, in closets. But finally I decided to do my entire collection. So it needs several episodes. By the way, I do these episodes as premieres, YouTube premieres, so I'm watching together with you if you are watching this during the premiere time, so you can chat with me. I also publish on Knives from Europe, a new knife platform, so the link is in the description box. Sometimes I will add additional pictures of knives, but okay, let's get started. So today I have 20 knives to show you, 20 knives of my collection, and just a variety of different knives, from very cheap to very expensive, from production till custom, and from fixed till folding knives. So let's get started. This is a dagger. In the previous episode I showed a few daggers. I like daggers. Daggers are very difficult to make because of the symmetry. So it's always a challenge for a manufacturer or a knife maker to make a dagger. And this one is made by Extrema Ratio, the Italian manufacturer of tactical folding knives. They produce a lot for the army and the police. So this is quite a nice dagger, but not perfectly symmetrical. But this is an expensive piece. I don't know what I paid for it, but I think, I don't know. So an Extrema Ratio dagger. Then one of the cheapest knives I own, and I don't think all of you will approve this, but this is what's called a Sebenza clone. This is the Sanrenmu lookalike of the Sebenza, but they're totally different as a Sebenza, of course. But I just like these kind of small, cheap knives. This one is a Usaya special edition. They were only brought limited, 400 pieces of this one with carbon fiber. For the rest it's a steel frame, HCR 18 MOV steel, and then a carbon fiber laminated presentation side, but just fun little knives. And the Sanrenmu will go for, what is it, $4, $5, $6, maybe $10, and I just like them. Not to compare with the real Sebenza, real Chris Reeves, but they just look like it. So next up, this is a weird knife made by Fox. It's an Alan Lischewitz design. It's called the Invader, and it's weird because of its shape. It's modified tanto. It's a very tactical knife. It's a flipper, but it doesn't flip. As you can see, it really doesn't flip. Whatever you do, you have to use your wrist with authority to get it flipped out. And it's not a cheap knife. I think these went those days for around 120 euro, but they are not so very... The build quality is there, but the flipping quality is bad. But it is a good build quality, and because of the colors it looks like a cheap knife, but it isn't a cheap knife. So the Alan Lischewitz Invader, made by Fox. Then this is a handmade skinner, custom skinner, made by Martijn de Boer from the Netherlands. He's a very gifted knife maker. His fit and finish is really of a very high level, and I bought this one during Blade Stock Show, I think 2019. Very nice knife, great ergos, everything round off, nice burlwood scales on the frame, so very beautiful. Then a very weird knife. This is a Linton. I really don't know why I bought this, but it is big, it is heavy. It's not useful, it's not practical. It has a kind of hybrid chisel grind, Scandi grind. It's big, it's sturdy. It's not really comfortable in hands without gloves, but I thought it was fun to buy it. So the Linton. Then next up, this is a premium quality folding knife produced in China by WeKnife, but it's so the manufacturer is WeKnife, but the production company is a Dutch young knife company called Dutch Blade Works, and this is the Xerxes, and it's a collaboration. The design is a collaboration between Gudi van Poppel, Dutch knife maker, and Tashi Baruga, French designer, knife maker. And Dutch Blade Works has introduced this design in 2019. So very, very nice knife, high quality, M390, very smooth, full titanium frame, titanium hardware, the Xerxes. Then also a weird knife, Spyderco, I forgot the name, but it's really a weird knife, and I really don't know, it's ugly as hell, but because of its being weird, I just needed it, so Spyderco. Then a famous design, the 301 from Zero Tolerance. This is an assisted knife by Ken Onion design. It's very famous. Zero Tolerance doesn't produce these anymore, but this was one of their great hits. Very high demand for this knife, and maybe they bring it back in production in the future. It's a big, sturdy, hard-use knife, and of course also known because of Gibbs in the TV series NCSI. Very nice knife. Then again a very weird knife. This is a Jim Wagner design made by Beuker. And this is probably the worst knife I ever bought. It's not centered, it's scratch. This one is never used, but it's full of scratches because it runs through against the liners. I don't get it tuned. It was not possible to get it centered without heavy blade play, and well, a weird knife, but also a very bad fit and finish, and I don't know. It's not worth selling it either, so it just stays in the collection. Then this is probably one of the most expensive knives in my collection. This is a Phil Bogojevsky. This is the PF6 Fighter Backlog. Very smooth. Great fit and finish. Phil Bogojevsky, rest in peace Phil, is, I think he died in 2013 or 2014, and there is he once was called the best knife maker of the world. He was a very gifted knife maker, and these pieces, there are not a lot of them, but they will easily go for in mint condition. So if you are interested, this is in mint condition. Then, more classic design, the Buck 271 hunting knife, folding knife. Not much to tell about it. With the Boss heat treat, of course, the 420 steel, rubber grip onlays on the frame, so for a lot of grip during wet conditions. Liner lock, just a good knife. Then a hard user. This is a Alan Elišević design for Hogue. This is the EX02, really a hard use knife with the 154 cm steel, G10 scales, steel liners, liner lock, flipper, great knife, great knife. Then this is a special limited edition of Bowie knife, the 710 with Damascus Damasteel, beautiful knife, very smooth, very nice, very attractive. This is a piece of pocket jewelry. Then another piece of pocket jewelry. This is the Riyadh Starboy, a mid-sized folding knife, also with Damasteel. It's very beautiful Tassi Baruchi design. Frame lock, full titanium, flipper, great action, and Tassi did a great job with this design, the Starboy. Then a limited edition of the assisted opening Benchmade ruckers. I have several varieties of the ruckers, and this is the smaller one, assisted opening. So you have to use two hands to close it, and it flies out. Very nice knife. I think, yes, 200 were made of this one, all black. You probably can close it with one hand, but it's not recommended. Then this is, I think, really a beautiful piece. This is handmade by Nikolai Kirillov. He is apprentice of Mikhail from Bulgaria, a master smith, bladesmith, and so I think Nikolai is also Bulgarian, but I'm not sure. Maybe even is Hungarian or from Slovakia. I don't know. But this is a handmade piece of him with bolsters on both sides, slip joint, really very smooth, very nice walk and talk with half stop, nail nick, and he uses very beautiful materials. And well, it's a shame, but I don't show the sheets they come with, but he made a beautiful leather slip sheet for in the pocket. So and I don't know, I forgot how much it cost me, but for handmade it was really very cheap, and it's a high quality slip joint, traditional, very beautiful piece. Then another weird knife, cold steel, the Immortal. This is very, very well built with the triad lock. Very smooth. You can open it with one hand and close it with one hand, and that's pretty special for a kind of backlog design, but this one can. By the way, most cold steel triad locks can be closed one-handed. It's a very tactical design, G10 scales. In fact, the frame is totally G10, and only the back spring is steel, and I don't think there are no steel liners. So heavy duty knife, great ergos, called the mortar pouch for a belt pouch. Then this is probably the second worst knife I ever bought. I bought this from eBay. I bid, it was an auction, I bid because I really digged the shape, the bowie style, the olive wood scales, the file work. I really liked it, but listen, a lot of play between the liner and the blade tang. So they made, I think this is made in Pakistan or something like that. I bought it from an American company, but I think it's made in Pakistan because they used a brass liner, and of course that doesn't work. That will wear within a few weeks. When it came, it was all right, but the liner is totally messed up. It's still secure because the liner walked over all the way the opposite way, so it will not close on me, but really a bad quality. And it's a shame because I really like the shape, the lines, the olive wood. Okay, shit happens. Then another fixed one. This is a fixed blade made by Gert van Es, a Dutch knife maker, and he makes a lot of hunting style, bowie style knives, but you can also call it a fighting knife because of the guard. But I really dig his work. Gert is really very good with his fit and finish. He makes beautiful stuff. His son is, by the way, getting famous in the Netherlands because his son started with making knives, and then his father Gert followed his son in his footsteps, and that's quite remarkable. So I really like Gert's work, just as Peter his work. And then the last one, Williams Design CRKT, the issue. This is most of the time I will EDC this one. No, just kidding. I just like this kind of knives. It's always on the display in my closet, so I really like it. But it's not useful for me because you can only slash things with it, and I never have something to slash with. But the CRKT issue, very nice design. Okay, 20 knives in total. If you have questions, please let me know. And I hope to see you again with the next episode. If you like this video, please like. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. That's it for now. Bye bye.